New Japan's G1 Climax, the beginning of it, is this Saturday. And just for those who have not seen the G1 before, or don't understand what I'm talking about, it will be a 2-block tournament over, how many matches were there in the last G1? About maybe 20 to 30 matches, just counting the block matches as well. And for those who don't understand what I'm talking about, for this to be simple, of course, there's 2 blocks, about 10 wrestlers in each block, so 20 wrestlers in total. Each block will face each competitor in each block will face each other at least once, and then there will be points added. And there'll be different point totals. I don't remember how it actually goes, but obviously a lot more for a pinfall, a lot more for submission. A time limit draw for any reason. They'll both get a point. Double DQ, double disqualification, double count out, same thing. And the people in these blocks are interesting. For Block A, we have Lance Archer, the former Lance Hoyt, the former Vance Archer in WWE, Evil, Bad Luck Fale, Kota Ibushi, Kenta, those may remember him as Hideo Itami in the 205 Live, Kazuchika Okada, and I'm sorry if I butcher any people's names, Will Ospreay, Zack Sabre Jr., Sanada, and Hiroshi Tanahashi, the ace, per se, of New Japan. In Block B, we have Jeff Cobb. People might know him better as Matanza in Lucha Underground. Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, Jon Moxley, who is currently the IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion, recently won that. Tetsuya Naito, Juice Robinson, people might know him CJ Parker in WWE, has flourished in Japan over the years. Taichi, Shingo Takai, Jay White, who's also flourished over the years in New Japan, and Toru Yano. Now, the matches we do know about for this right now are going to be interesting for me. And we don't know if titles will be on the line. We don't know that because obviously they're not going to make an actual card for this. But we'll go to it as we go on. Of course, Naito being the Intercontinental Champion, Okada being the Heavyweight Champion, Ospreay being the Junior Heavyweight Champion, Ishii being the Never Openweight Champion, Moxley being the United States Champion, like I said before. And some of these people are either 6-man tag team title holders, or Junior Heavyweight tag title holders, or tag title holders. And we'll get to those when we get there. But for right now, let's go over the matches in this card. First off, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa or Tonga Roa, depending on your dialect and how the country works. The Guerrillas of Destiny, I'm assuming, will defend the IWGP Heavyweight titles against Sho and Yo. Roppongi Furike, I believe. They were used to be the Tempura Boys in Ring of Honor. If this is a title match, I do not know. But if it is, GOD will retain for sure. But I just don't know if they will. If they'll do it that way. But I wouldn't. Sho and Yo have a lot of potential. I don't know if they will do it, but we will see. Next up, Tomohiro Ishii, the never openweight champion, and Shota Umino. Again, I apologize if I butcher their names. Will face Cobb and Ren Narita. Obviously, no titles on the line in that one, but it could be potential for the tag titles down the road. it's going to be a hard-hitting match, especially with Cobb and Ishii in there. A great fucking match. But I will pick, God. I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes a draw. I wouldn't be surprised. But if I were to pick somebody, I would pick Ishii, because if you haven't seen Ishii before, he's a fucking machine, as is Cobb. But Ishii takes it to a whole nother level. But I wouldn't be surprised if Cobb and Ishii brawl to the back and there's like a double count out or something. That's how I would do it, but I don't know what they do here. Next up, Jay White and Chase Owens will face Yoshihashi and Hiroki Goto. Goto being a former world champion in his own right. Nothing I can see right now as far as titles. But, again, it's going to be a great match. But I really don't know. Fuck it, I'll just pick Goto's team. Because Jay White has had a lot of potential ever since going in. I want to say he was a part of Chaos, but I don't think that's right. It might be, but I don't know. Or at least using that Chaos thing to get an IWGP Heavyweight or Intercontinental title reign and U.S. title reign. And he was really successful. But I don't know what they'll do with him. And Chase Owens just there to fill the numbers, I feel. Great talent, but I just feel he's just there to fill the numbers. So I'll pick Goto's team just because of that. Next up, we have the legendary Jushin Thunder Liger, Juice Robinson, and Toru Yano facing Tatsuda Naito, Shingo Takagi, and Bushi. Of course, Yano being 1/3 of the Never Openweight 6-man tag champions. And I think that's all for champions here. I want to make sure. No, Naito being the, Intercontinental champion. And I think other than that, that's it. Yeah, I think that's it there. But I will pick Liger's team just because this is his last year in the business, as what he announced a couple months ago. So to see him go out in a good match like this, or whenever he does retire, have one of these under his belt would be great. But I wouldn't be surprised if Naito's team wins, but I will pick Liger just because, it just makes sense. And when we come back, we will go over the block matches in this G1.